Christmas. I mean, who doesn't like it, right? I mean, after all the pain and suffering and hardships I endured throughout this year, it's nice to kind of end it off with a time of year where you just kind of stop giving a fuck, you know, and just enjoy the fire and stuff. And, of course, beer. Lots of beer. And because I hate being in this jolly mood, I decided to get a bunch of my subscribers and stuff and basically ask you guys to submit some Christmas-themed artwork to my DeviantArt group. So, yeah, I got a bunch of drawings here that you guys submitted, and I'm going to review them all one by one. So, enough of this, let's go. Alright, first one we got here is our rigor mortis. Hold on, that mortis kind of looks a little... Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, the background is actually really oh, right. Fuck. I mean, I could defecate all over this and judge art skills purely on this clearly joke drawing, but I'm not the kind of guy to ignore a person's gallery, so I took a look at it and I saw stuff like this. So, what I'll take away from this is that it is a knee slapper of an image, I will say. And I just fucking realized, stock image. And you even went through the effort to put it over the drawing, so... I guess points for details. Alright, I'll just get this out of the way before I say anything else. I can't fucking see anything! Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be, but, you know, I just wanted to say that. So yes, ignoring the blinding snowstorm, this person took 4 of their OCs and put them in the roles of Scrooge, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future from, Christmas Carol. We got Drake, Hugh, Chad, and Ali. And basically this group works for God as her personal, and yes, God's a woman in this universe, as her own personal hitmen, because they capped her men, and now they're in debt to her and all this shit. Seriously, I'm not making this up. Seb is. I mean, I think that's actually a pretty interesting setup as well, considering the personalities of the characters, because Drake is the grumpy emo type, and Hugh's just the stupid meme lord that doesn't take anything seriously, and then Chad here is just the emotionless, you know, get shit done type, I'm guessing. Okay, this may sound stupid, but hear me out. I think with this setup and this type of character dynamic you got going on here, I actually think this could work really fucking well as like a dark comedy with fantasy and a little bit of like crime/mystery solving elements in there. I think this could work really fucking well. The setup's there. If it were a comic or something, I would definitely fucking read it. Getting back onto the original picture, I guess looking into the personalities and stuff of these characters, yeah, they do fit into these roles quite well indeed. I mean, I would like a version of this without the snow, so I can see them more clearly. Even if it was like this drawing here, you know, it'll still be alright. Hate, double hate, loathe entirely. Tell me about it. And this is a parody of The Grinch, featuring 2 characters I've never heard of, so, fuck. I mean, yeah, I've seen The Grinch once, on BBC, I think, and they aired it on, like, Easter or some shit, I don't even know why. I mean, the only really minor complaints I can give this is the little lighting effects. As you can see, it kind of has like a brush stroke effect going on here, which is fine if that's what you're going for. But specifically here on the boot here, it kind of like veers off, like very jagged looking there, if you kind of see. I don't know, my personal recommendation is like if you're going to do something like that, try and keep it all going in the one direction if you want to give off like a nice effect like that. And if that's not what you're going for, then you know, you can just try and smoothen out the transitions from the light to the dark colors a bit more, you know. Another thing I might say is minor proportional problems, because I'm fairly certain this guy's arm should be just a tiny bit shorter. I'm not sure, maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. And the feet seems pretty big on this guy, so, you know. I get that you're trying to recreate the original scene from the animated movie as much as you can, as well as the Grinch's big fucking feet. But, you know, with this type of character design, you know, with the semi-realistic proportions and all that. But other than that, comparing this to the original scene, it's a faithful recreation featuring these 2 characters whom I've never heard of. Fuck yeah, again. And of course, when I just talk about this person releases another fucking sequel drawing to this, that more or less nullifies all of my fucking complaints, so good fucking job. And I know this is kind of becoming a habit at this point to talk about other people's work in their galleries, but I saw your chibi TF2 drawings and, you know, I fucking love them. In fact, I love all your TF2 drawings. If I ever do a sequel to the TF2 video, I'll maybe put some of them in. Okay, with this one, I'm not necessarily sure if this person intended to submit this, but they did post this like 30 seconds after I posted the announcement, so I don't know. Probably not, but I'm gonna put it anyway because it's vaguely Christmassy with the snow and stuff. And looking through this person's profile, I recognized a lot of the pieces that were on there from like previous group submissions, so this definitely wasn't their first time posting. I know this isn't the height of their art skills. There's better stuff on their gallery than this. Hell, here's this other one that was also submitted to the group that I don't even know if this is a proper submission or not. It's meant to be a ghost, but it looks kind of like an ice ghost. So, ice, snow, winter, Christmas. Nice glow effect, I guess. And I've looked at drawings, I've used this before, but this is the first time I actually think I've talked about it, I think. But this was actually done with DeviantART Muro. Basically what this is like a insight paint software. I mean, I decided to play around with it for a little bit, and I was actually kind of surprised at the amount of tools this thing has. I mean, I did not expect it to have a layer feature or anything like that. But the most interesting feature it allows is that whenever you upload it, it allows your viewers to rewatch the drawing process of you drawing your pick. So it's kind of like recording a speed paint. I mean, it is a nifty feature, I will give DA that, but the video player is complete fucking garbage. It buffers more than fucking Zipcast. You remember Zipcast? YouTube killer my fucking arse. I mean, I have seen a few good things drawn with the DeviantArt Muro, but not really that many. Although I will say, if good people can do stuff with paint, you can definitely do something good with this. And I guess speaking of speed paints, we are going to be moving on over to this thing. Now this fox isn't an OC. This is just a thing that's been reoccurring in this artist's streams. I don't know what the fuck they be dreaming about. Some kind of G-Man shit going on here. Really, it's like glowy fox. I mean, it can't be much better than what I dream about. I dream about fucking vomiting on myself. Well, at least I think those are dreams. But yeah, as I mentioned speed paints, this person did provide a speed paint on their YouTube channel. Like, I'm not much to talk about when it comes to doing fur textures, but, you know, I suppose they did a great job with this. Even if it's bad, I would kind of like to encourage people to do speed paints more. Simply because, like, it's nice to see how people make certain things. Like, how they went about doing the background here is actually kind of cool. Like, for example, the paw prints here in the snow, they seemingly copy-pasted actual paw print textures and warped them and blended them into the background to make them seemingly fit in, as well as with the trees and the snow texture. I mean, is that cheating? I mean, the fox is completely drawn, so, you know, cut some slack on that. Alright, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Oh, you just thought I was done with Cuphead, and you thought Cuphead was a dead topic? Well, I'm not necessarily done with Cuphead yet, because I still think Cuphead's a good game, despite the fact that the fad's over. But anyway, here we have Grim Matchstick from Cuphead. Give me a second. This art style looks a bit... You fucking bastard. Due to the fact that you seemingly, I don't know if you actually did, but in case you did, drew this because of this video's mere announcement, I will thank you for this, because it's actually really fucking nice. But you know, I'm pretty sure you only did this for like a little bit of an ego boost, so I'll give you the ego boost. I like your art, despite all the other stuff. I even like this, even if it has some icky connotations to it. Alright, this one's a bit of a strange case because, well, it's obvious that they added in the Santa hat on an already existing drawing of theirs and submitted this as a joke. I considered not putting this in at first, but when you really think about it, the Santa hat is original, so just look at the Santa hat. Yep, that is one fine looking Santa hat. Texturing and the hair details around the little white part around the base of the hat. Very good. At the very least, it's one of those Santa hats that flop, instead of the ones that are fixated to the one position. I fucking hate those. Especially the ones that aren't fluffy on the inside. They kind of have like a weird net on the inside of them. They're uncomfortable as fuck. This Santa hat has to be the best one I've ever worn. It's a 7-Up hat. I got it at a newsagent's once. But it flops nicely. It's all fluffy on the inside, and it fits. Maybe slightly too big, but it fits. It was like I was wearing a Christmas beanie. I love beanies. Alright, so we got this fat bastard that gives people shit every fucking year. I like the shading. I like shading. But I have to say, this is one of the worstest line arts I've ever fucking seen. I mean, look at the fucking check and scratch on that shit. And look at the fucking blanks on the chair are fucking connected. Just, F+. Oh, fuck, look at the time. I probably should wrap this up shortly. Alright, let's end this by looking some nice, sexy fan art of me, of course. Alright, we got this one here where I'm sitting in front of the fireplace. I mean, you didn't really need to, go through the effort to animate the fucking fire, but alright. Okay. I think this is the first time a drawing was featured in a video where the person drawing it was sending me all the WIPs while it was being made, and I was giving them their thoughts and all that stuff as they're drawing it. Now, sitting here looking at the finished product. Actually, I think I'm gonna get someone else's opinion on this. Hey dog, is this good? Alright, we got another one here with me standing beside a burning Christmas tree. I have no idea who the fuck these other two people are. I think I vaguely recognize the penis-shaped one, but it's this fucking monkey fez motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. But yeah, I suppose that is the initial reaction I would have to a burning Christmas tree, so you know. You go alright.